Welcome back to another episode of Beyond Grayskull. We are past the halfway point now, so let's keep the good old train chugging along. This is Heman and the Masters of the Universe, Episode 6, entitled Orko The Great. We begin this episode off with Duncan searching for a missing pair of socks as he comes across an old wooden chest with a very familiar looking design on it. He returns back to the busted up Royal Palace droid that had helped save his life in the last episode. So being the good man that Duncan is, he says, "Hey, stick this in you little bastard," as then he lives again. The little robot bastard goes flying all around Castle Grayskull. As this is all taking place, Ram Man and He-Man appear to be practicing combat or some form of strange foreplay, as Ram Man tries sticking her glowing pink-headed dildo up He-Man's backside. As the original sorceress guides them with Teela training alongside Battle Cat, Ram Man says to He-Man, "Right, this one's right up your ass." But He-Man just scoffs, saying, "I beat you one-handed, bitch. That's how good I am," flinging herself back at He-Man and landing upon his sword. That is his metal sword, not the one in his pants. She claims, "What are you gonna do now?" He remarks, "Get off my shiny sword, you slut! I just cleaned it," and whammo! He flings her across the Great Hall. Turning herself into a glowing, everlasting gobstopper, He-Man finally catches her to slow her ass down. Drunk off her ass, Ram Man clearly was in no condition to drive and collapses. Then, from out of nowhere, a red alert is called to the Grayskull archives. And that is as we see the new robot Duncan had repaired is a complete pyromaniac and is burning parts of Grayskull down. As the little shit is malfunctioning, believing he is Orko the Great, Adam says, "Who the hell is Orko the Great?" "How dare you don't know who I am, you asshole! I am the great and powerful wizard, buttmunch! I'm so mad, I'm just gonna go blow some other shit up." Kaboom! Kablamo! Duncan remarks, "Hey, at least it's better now." Before he was offering blowjobs.
Sucky, $5.
Cutting to the royal markets as we see two dim-witted palace guards come across who is believed to be their general, but is in fact Cronus in disguise. He then makes contact with Skeletor and informs him he will locate the Corodite crystal soon. Skeletor replies, "So why call me now, dickhead? Call me once you have them." As we return back to Castle Grayskull, we see our heroes leave onto an adventure to fix Duncan's crazy-ass droid. Kraz, well, she decides to, hey, it's time for a sexy dance number. All I need's a stripper pole. I mean, shit. I'm literally waiting for her to give a lap dance to Adam right here. Teela then discovers from the book of Orko the Great that the technology that Duncan had used from the chest was in fact technology from Orko the Great. Now this little shit of a droid believes he is in fact the very same Orko. Now, to only complicate things, try and keep up. If Orko the Great robot returns to the Royal Palace and reassimilates with the other droids like him, it is very possible he will develop the same consciousness mind of Orko the Great, thus making them all believe they are all Orkos. I mean, shit. This is a kid's show, right? I mean, there is so much more detail in this plot than we ever had in our 80s filmation, which was basically, which stupid plan will Skeletor screw up this week? So it's off to the big city to stop this from happening. As it appears, the palace guards just saw Kevin Smith's revelation and is rather upset, as the vendor runs up to them saying, "Hey, some arslicker just robbed my store!" The robot Orko had stolen several robes as the palace guards try and apprehend him. But as one goes in for some hey action, Orko blasts his ass away and shows off his great magic, but balls it up in typical Orko fashion, and is laughed off by the royal guards, which basically shows the palace guards are morons, as what they are doing is laughing at an intruder. What useless wankers. Speaking of intruders, as Adam and the others break into the royal palace, as Adam spots his father, King Randor, but all manage to hide just in time from him. That is until Teela blows their cover by farting. Who farted in my palace? Shit, run away! Cutting to Cronus, still in disguise, as he locates one of the fifth element stones. Or is that the Corodite crystal? Oh, okay. Cronus comes across Orko the Great, and being the original creator of the droid line, he has an override code making Orko make a huge disturbance in the marketplace by creating a huge-ass metal monster Duncan explains what to do, and you know what? Only the architect from the Matrix would understand, but hey, just hit the monster hard. It's He-Man time by the power of bloody Grayskull. All transform into their hero form. He-Man and the others charge in a battle. Duncan claims, I got Orko, but oh no he don't. Blammo! Man-at-Arms is hammered into the ground like Apollo Creed versus Ivan Drago. He-Man replies, hey sucker, how about a little fisting? Oh, not that much fisting, thank you. As Ram-Man hits the beast hard with her charge attack, He-Man unleashes a critical sword attack as Teela blasts piece after piece away with her magic. He-Man then pulls a shadow of the Colossus and leaps all over the metal giant bastard, hacking away chunk after chunk. Duncan then moves in on Orko, overriding Cronus's password and manages to stop Orko from causing any more harm. Then we get this scene as Man-at-Arms uses a newfound ability to slow down time as he stops the debris from the destroyed monster from raining down on the city people below. Quicksilver, X-Men, Days of Future Past. He-Man says, holy shit, hey look, Duncan made a metal tree of armor, so he's an artist now, good for him. Adam, however, has unfinished business as he leaves a note for his father telling him, hey dad, sorry I scratched the car, I'll pay to get it fixed. Oh wait, wrong note. He informs King Randall that his brother, Keldor, is still alive. Oh shit! The end. And that was episode 6 of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. A fun episode, but not much in the way of great story, but still a really fun adventure. We see the early beginnings of Orko, who now is a robot, and I know this has pissed some fans off, but hey, let's remember this isn't our Orko. I mean, if this was our Orko, Kevin Smith would have killed him off already, along with Mossman, Roboto, and He-Man twice. I mean, you know, what we all wanted to see, of course. Overall, I'm actually okay with the change. It's different, and for today's generation, it sort of works, in that this world that they've created for the new He-Man, it's more based on technology. So with all that said, out of 5 Gwildor Cosmic Keys, I would say it's a good solid 3. Fun, humorous, and just a good time. And once again, thank you for watching, people. If you have enjoyed this, maybe think about giving this video a like and maybe even subscribe for future He-Man and the Masters of the Universe content. This has been Wayne for Beyond Grayskull, and as always, until next time.